AITA for telling my sister the reason her wedding almost got canceled? I, 27F, have an older sister 30F who has always been the perfect one in our family. Pretty, successful, married to a man my parents adored before they even met him properly. The kind of woman relatives pointed at and said, she really made it. I was always the opposite. Too blunt, too messy, too honest. My sister and I were never close, but we were civil. That is, until I found out she had been using me. About a year ago, I got engaged. I was happy for about 3 days. Then my fiancé started acting strange. Not cheating strange, worse. Nervous, guilty, avoiding eye contact. I asked him what was wrong. He said nothing. That was the first lie. A week later, I found a message on his phone. It was from my sister. Not a flirty message. Something colder. Don't tell her yet. Let me handle it first. I felt my stomach drop. When I confronted him, he broke instantly. My sister had been talking to him for months. Not because she wanted him. Because she wanted to protect me. That was the word she used. She told him I was unstable. That I would ruin his life once we were married. That I had a temper issue. That I made everything about myself. He said she sounded convincing. And because he was already unsure, he listened. I went to my sister's house the next day. She didn't deny it. She just sighed and said, "You were moving too fast." I asked her why she was talking to my fiancé behind my back. She said, "Because someone had to be realistic." Realistic. That was her favorite word when she was destroying someone else's life. Then she said something I still remember exactly. She looked at me and said, "You always think people leave you, for no reason. Sometimes there's a reason." I swear I felt something in me go completely cold. I left without screaming. Without crying. Because I knew if I did, she would turn it into proof that I was unstable. I didn't tell my parents right away. I waited. My fiancé apologized. Said he'd ended it with her. Said he was sorry he believed her. Said he was embarrassed. I broke up with him anyway. Not because of the message. Because he needed my sister's permission to trust me. Then came the part that made everything worse. 2 months later, my sister's marriage started falling apart. Her husband found out she had been messaging an ex from the beginning of their relationship. She denied it. Then blamed the husband for snooping. Then blamed me when my name came up somehow, because apparently I was still bitter. My mother actually called me and said, "Please don't make this worse. She's already under enough stress." I laughed. I really did. Because somehow, even after she torpedoed my engagement, I was still expected to protect her image. Last week, my sister came to my apartment crying. She said her husband was leaving. She said she never meant for things to go this far. Then she asked me to call him. To help her explain. To back her up. I remember staring at her and thinking how insane it was that even now, she still thought I would clean up her mess. So I told her no. She started crying harder and said I was cruel. Then she said, "You always wanted to see me fail." That was the moment I finally understood her. She had never thought she was better than me because she was prettier or more successful. She thought she was better because everyone always let her survive everything she destroyed. So I said the thing I'd been holding in for months. I told her I knew she was the reason my engagement ended. I told her I knew she lied to him. I told her if she wanted someone to save her marriage, she should call the people who taught her that consequences were optional. She left without saying goodbye.